All right, guys, Fulu coming to you with another commentary. This is going to be a short one, and this just goes to show you like the dangers of like modern Western women and what they will do to you if you like basically fall trapped to their games. As sad as bad as it sounds, like the modern Western woman is manipulative, sneaky, and really is at the point, unfortunately, of no return. I think in order for things to be set right, there will have to be a restart to the whole thing. And I don't think that's going to happen. But let's go ahead and look. You can't let them get you caught up. That's the thing. You can't let it happen. But let's listen.
Mr. Manser, you claim you spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
So, as you see, the mother will use, again, I've said this in many past videos, that the mother will use her child as collateral. Now, we have to ask ourselves this question, like, what does the child want? Does the child want just a bond with their father that goes beyond money? Does the child just want to be able to say, my dad is in my life, my dad plays an active part in my life? But the modern Western woman doesn't think about this. She thinks about her own needs. She doesn't think about like maybe that kid going to school and that kid not being able to say, my dad is in my life, or my dad plays an active part of my life. I mean, she doesn't think about that. This is not thought of. But let's continue.
And it was never proven that you are his biological father.
That's right.
Now, and it was never proven Miss Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
And it was never proven that you are his biological father.
So you see what these women will do, sometimes they'll just be like, well, this is your kid. You have to take care of it, Meanwhile, you weren't even with the woman at the time. And meanwhile, the dates don't add up. That, that she basically had, that she basically had the kid. The dates don't add up. But yet, what they'll do is they'll throw a kid on you. But let's continue.
Now, Miss Sear, you say you have proof that Mr. Manser.
Now you see her look. You see the look on her face, right? You see how there's a look of no shame, and there's a look of like just evilness, and almost like I want to say like a condescending look on her face. You see it, right? These women are numb, numb to feeling now. They don't think about their actions. They don't think like how it affects other people. They just think about, okay, what am I getting out of it? Not thinking about the emotional damage that it does to the kid. Not thinking about, well, if he's not the father, how that is going to affect the kid. And then making the kid question, well, where's my real dad at?
Is Dylan's father as it pertains to 20-year-old Dylan Sear?
And you can kind of tell, you can kind of tell that's not his kid. You can kind of tell by the look, like the difference, that it doesn't look like his kid. You know, you can kind of already see that, you know, that he looks quite different from the alleged father.
Mr. Manser, you are not
Oh, God.
his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison.
Miss Sear.
So the crazy thing is like, I have to respect him, you know, if he did spend the 5 years in prison, then he pretty much took it like a champ. You know, like 5 years is not like, I mean, granted, people got life in prison, you know, but 5 years is no easy stretch, you know. Honestly, he has good control, because it's like, if I were him though, I would kind of like petition to try to put the mom in jail for lying on him like that, in essence doing fraud. Like, I mean, I guess you can say she was trying to attempt child support fraud, you know. So I would like petition for her to go to jail.
Do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is.
Yes, I talk to him still.
So you see that she had no problem in running this game. Now here, she's trying to get this man for child support, whereas she doesn't even go to the father, the original father, for child support. You know, so you see how these women operate, you know.
Them gal are wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
And they are wicked, you know. That's just the problem. They're wicked. These women are very wicked, you know, and it's sad. And again, it's going to be our job not to let this spread. That's the thing. We can't let this spread. Otherwise, we're going to be in some trouble. But unfortunately, that case is not a one-off case. There are many women doing that, unfortunately. But just goes to show you how the Western woman operates when money is involved, basically, at the expense of a child who seems like he's a teenager now, but granted, he probably thought that was his father the whole time, while she was keeping him away from the real father. But anyhow, man, this is just where we're at with it, man. Fula signing out. Jarama.